Tom, so it was a must-win game tonight, and the Flyers came up a little bit short.
Yeah, it was what we call it a 4-point game back home, I guess. But yeah, I mean, the effort was there. We created some chances, and I wouldn't say we were outplayed, but they scored on their power play. They scored, that third goal, a face-off late in midway through the third. That took some wind out of our sails, but we need to score on our power play. And this is 2 nights in a row where if we score, we get something going on our power. We score on our power play, then we might win both games. So I got to look at that more deeply, and see what we can come up with, and get right back on the horse, because we're going to Dundee tomorrow.
5-minute power play in the second period.
Yeah.
You could feel that the guys wanted to score. They
want to score. They're hanging around. That is not going in. We've got to be ideally maybe a little more movement, a little more creative, and so we're talking about that. We're going to talk about that tonight, tomorrow.
You made the right start. Obviously you won the first period 1-0. So it's really the second where it kind of sort of doesn't work, and then by the third you're kind of chasing a lead, which is
that's right. I mean, we brought the lead into the second, but they score right off the bat, and then they found another one, and now you're chasing, and it's a bit of a different game. But again, I didn't think we were out of the game. I thought we played with them, but it gets back. You have to capitalize on your opportunities, and we didn't score on the power play, and we need to get that power play going. That can change. You can win a lot of games on the power play. The special teams, I would say their special teams were better than our special teams today. That's the difference in the game.
A very noticeable addition to the injury list in Shane Owen.
Big injury in Shane Owen being out, and Andy Little stepped up, though. He provided some reliable goaltending today, and I'm not sure when he did have his last start, but the guys were really behind him and wanted to win for Andy today, and they were much appreciated him and showed that appreciation in the dressing room after the game. I know it's not easy when you haven't played and then you stepped in there and all that pressure. So he did a good job for us.
It's got to be difficult coming in after not playing for a long period.
Oh yeah, that's a tough situation.
How much would it have helped playing that overtime on Saturday night and facing those penalty shots as well?
Well, I think that was a good start, actually. I mean, that kind of introduced him to that pressure, and then he had time to prepare for the game today. It wasn't like it was a game time decision that he was going in, and I think it's a good point that going in the overtime and the shootout was probably was a good thing to help him. He knew he had some time under his belt already, and so it was a big challenge, big step for him today.
Up to Dundee tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Any returns, or is it what we saw tonight?
We'll see tomorrow morning. I might have one forward back. Colin Shirley might be able to play tomorrow, but I look at it at the end of the game. We didn't lose anybody today, and if we get one guy back, I know we've got some help coming in, and once we get everybody back in there, right now we've shown we can play with anybody, but we need bodies. We have 4 defensemen again today that played, regular guys that play, and makes a difference for you. So 5, you have 5, you can 6, you don't have to have so much pressure and so many minutes on certain players. And right now, it's too many guys, or too few guys playing too many minutes.
Yeah.
So.
And just finally, is Shane short term, long term? Do you think?
Well, I'd say it's short term. Short term being any day, 2 or 3 days to 2 weeks. I don't think it'll be any more than that. So, we'll be looking forward to him getting back in the net. But and the other thing, often you bring in an emergency backup. But being Christmas and the timing of it, you've got you've got New Christmas Eve day, Christmas, Boxing Day. Most businesses or companies or whatever don't work then. So if you want to bring an emergency backup in, there's no one there to push it through. So that hurts. And so you have to wait until those people are back on the job. And it's too bad. Maybe in the future, something like that could be avoided. So it could be avoided. And so that's a tough situation. But anyway, we're back on it tomorrow. And there's lots of games left in this year. And we just got to get through this tough time. And then we'll be ready to roll here again. But we've played, you look at our last 5 games, we've been very competitive, we've played hard, we've been close every game, whether we win or we lose, we've been right in them. You win a couple, you win one, you win a point, you go to overtime, they're all tight. So, and again, today was tight. So we're in there. We're not far away, we just got to tweak it a little bit. And then we'll continue to have success.